All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth and sincerity wholeheartedly, Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Now, this video, beautiful video because if it feels prophecy. But one thing that the United States have done from the inception of the NATO, when NATO first started, West Germany was in NATO. Then eventually all of Germany became NATO, in the European Union. So they stole Germany from Russia, and that's why the United States end up having the atomic bomb, nuclear, before everybody else. 4 years later, Russia ended up getting the same technology. Now, the Operation Paperclip, that's where it all started. They stole German inventions, German scientists from Russia and brought them over to America during World War II. I think it's World War II. Yeah. Don't quote me on that. It's either World War I or World War II, but I'm pretty sure it's World War II. It's a lot of history that you got to remember. But so from that point on, it's just been a struggle. That's why you had something called the Iron Curtain, which separated the Eastern Bloc nations from, the Western nations, which is the European Union. And but listen to what this man says, and then I'm gonna give more of my 2 cents and add some scriptures to it.
If you allow Germany and Russia to peacefully trade, if German technology goes to Russia and if Russian oil goes to Germany, then you're going to see power shift from England and the United States back to its geopolitical norm, its historical norm. And so we have to do everything we can to create an iron curtain so that, we're going to wage war and basically make sure that Germany will never be able to kind of peacefully trade with Russia. And that's been the game. William Engdahl wrote a book called The Century of War covering this. And so we're still doing this, just as we did in World War I when they created the Serbian national movement to blow up the Berlin-Baghdad railroad so that the Germans couldn't get cheap petroleum for their.
So, from the Russia and Ukraine crisis, America put sanctions on Russia. Remember, they blew up the Nord Stream pipeline, which went straight into Germany. And through Germany, it supplied the rest of the European Union. So that's why what this man is speaking on is on point, because it's happening in this generation. And from America putting sanctions on Russia, guess what? Germany been suffering. The European Union been suffering. So do you think that the European Union is going to continue to keep allowing America not have their best interests at heart? This is where you get the scriptures like, the Lord control the king's heart as the rivers of water. He turneth it whatsoever he will, right? Because what's going to happen is he's putting the spirit on America to be a tyrant to its own allies. And that's why the allies is going to turn on them. But Russia and Germany together are strong. This is why, America wants to go, put it like this. The elite use America as the front man. They rule out of America. This is their biggest corporation that they're actually done with. All right. That's why America is circling the drain. America did what it needed to do. It spread its wine through the 4 winds of the earth. And it's been the banker's mouthpiece in military, and it did what it needed to do. Now it's time to bring forth a new world order. So you have to collapse societies to bring, the new world order. So if Germany collapse, right, the whole European Union collapse, because nobody is going to want to pick up the tab that Germany had since the inception of the European Union. They are the richest country in European Union. They uphold the weaker financial countries up. All right. So America is smart, of course, being the devil, because this is your own allies. But he's smart because he's trying to basically bankrupt the system. He's trying to bankrupt European Union. That's why the scripture said he calls of all, both small or great, rich or poor, free and bond, and receive a mark in his right hand. So these things are not happening by accident, because I used to ask myself when this first happened and I started digging into it, I'm like, damn, why is America crippling their own allies? It's because they have to do that to bring forth the system that they want to bring. He's trying to bring everybody down to their knees. Now, the kings of the earth, they're all together in this, but everybody else is going to suffer. But let's continue with this video.
Machines, their factories and everything else. And so they're still doing that. They're still doing industrial sabotage and espionage. And it's basically now not allowing, without that cheap energy, it's really hard for Germany to have its light industry and heavy industry operating optimally. And Germany is the economic engine of Europe. So as Germany goes down, all of the EU kind of collapses into poverty and dismay, which is what the Atlanticist grid wants. They do not want Europe getting powerful enough to break away from Anglo-American rule.
And that's the point. Because matter of fact, let's get this real quick. See, this is what happened, put it that way. But see, now the nations is separating. So it said, in the 10 horns, which you saw are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So everything was all good at one point in time, being vassals unto America. You have your own sovereignty. You able to have a voice somewhat, but we all understand that America have the last voice, and you have to go to them. You can't make very important decisions by yourself without going through America, but you get a lot of goodies. You get a lot of, opportunities by cleaving on to America. And then with America dropping bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that brought fear to the world. And that even made the European Union be like, hey, man, we need to get on America's side because they could be our help, our military help and all of that. So it said, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. So this is what happened since NATO have been a thing. And now the Lord, because we at the end, they're not cleaving together. Let's get that real quick. So this is what's happening now. It said, and where you saw us, the feet and toes, parters of clay, part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there should be in it of the strength of iron, for as much as you saw as iron mixed with miry clay. So that military is still strong, but their ideologies and beliefs are separate. So, and then you have actually weaker financial countries in the European Union too. So all of that coincides with the clay, but definitely belief systems too, because you got to ask yourself, I'm going to use a street terminology. If I'm selling drugs and I know the plug, right? So I'm the middleman, because that's basically what the vassal state is. It's the middleman, and then all of a sudden, nothing happened though. I'm talking about like nothing happened. So the price has been good. I've been getting the drugs for the low. All right. Then all of a sudden, I'm talking about nothing happened. Ain't no drought or nothing. He rise up the prices 5 times higher. Now, I could understand if something happened, like, it's a drought or something. I get it. No, he give me no explanation. You know what I'm saying? He ain't give me no explanation now. The drugs is 5 times higher. Now I'm barely making any money. I'm barely making any money. He ain't giving me a explanation of why this is happening. We've been having good business for a long time. We've been running stuff for a long time. But now all of a sudden, now you just being a tyrant. And then when I ask you why, don't worry about it. Is you gonna cop or not? You know what I'm saying? Now I got an evil eye towards him. He don't care about my best interests at heart. Now he's extorting me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what's going on. So it says, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. They don't agree. They don't agree. So it says, and whereas you saw the iron mixed with miry clay, they should mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they should not cleave to one another, even as iron is not mixed with miry clay. So, this is the situation that we are in right now. See, of course, this kind of stuff is not going to be on the news. This is behind closed doors. You think the European Union and America ain't having conversations like, hey, dog, what's up, man? Because we doing bad over here. And you already know America, I got you. Just be patient, baby. Just be patient. So
they need to kind of impoverish them. They need to
impoverish them. They need to collapse them, But here's the reason, though. See, the conclusion of the matter matters. All right. The reason that he's trying to collapse his own allies is because he's trying to bring forth the digital system. You can't have no other monetary system running with the system that you're trying to bring everybody into the digital world.
Collapse them, and they're doing that through a kind of demographic terraforming. They're doing that through cutting off their energy, through getting rid of their farms. And
speaking of the energy, yeah. So like I used the drug analogy. So yeah, so you cut off Russia, so they get in. Russia and Germany have very great ties when it comes to oil and the prices and all of that. And then through Germany, it spreads through all of Europe. So now you saying, fuck Germany, don't get nothing from them. Get it from us, which is 4 to 5 times higher. So they're not benefiting.
Everything else. And so we're watching that. We're just as in the first segment, we're watching the global supply chains fray. And, it's odd to us because we've been living with these supply chains, with this setup since, kind of NATO and the post-World War II period, and it may be coming to an end.
It is coming to an end. So, what's that? So this scripture right here, I always use this scripture when it comes to our people, selling their soul. Selling their soul because this is how the devil do. But I'm going to use this scripture in a different way because this is literally what's happening. So it says, if you be for his profit, he will use you. But if you have nothing, he will forsake you. So this is the time that we are in right now. So the European Union, they've been military help, financial help. They help America to spread the democracy in Europe, all of that, So European Union did their job. But now it's time to forsake you because he don't need you no more. And it's saying if you have anything, he will live with you. Yeah, he will make you bear and will not be sorry for it. Ain't that what's going on right now? He's stripping Europe from its energy source by saying you don't deal with Russia, deal with us, and then paying, basically taxing the hell out of them, and they're not benefiting. So that's why, electricity is high as hell. Remember, I think it was 2 years ago, Europe won't even allow to put their thermostat past 66 or something like that, So yeah, it's been going on for a while. And it's saying if he have need of you, he would deceive you, smile upon you, and put you in hope. You see why I use this for, the Israelites who sell their soul? Because this is what happens. They dangle their substances in front of you and say, you want this, boy, you want this, then you got to do this. And then our people do it. They compromise their morals. They sell their soul. And now they through, because then they use you up. But see, this is happening with their own allies. This is the devil. You can apply this to everything. So it said, if I have need of you, he will deceive you and smile upon you, put you in hope. He will speak to you fair and say, what wantest thou? Because he got it. So what you want? What's your price? I got it. But you got to do something for me, though. All right. So it says, and he will shame you by his meats, which is the things that he have, until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice. Because here's what happened. So first you might feel sad that you had to do these things. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, well, now let me stick to the NATO and the America thing. because I dig back into the Israelites selling their soul. But yeah, so now, they reeled them in. They lived deliciously by being vassals unto America. Now you got certain people speaking out against America, but it was all good. It was all good when everything was all good. You know what I'm saying? But now you feel sad. So it say he will shame you by his meats until you have drawn thee twice or thrice. And at the last he will laugh to you to scorn afterward. And when he seeth you, he will forsake you and shake his head at you, because he don't give a damn about you. He used and abused you like the harlot that you are. All right. So since this process is happening, let's get the famous. We're gonna end it on the famous two scriptures that if you in this truth, you already know where I'm going. So it says, all the men of your confederacy, so all the ones that's in your alliance, have brought you even to the border over there in the Middle East. The men that were at peace with you have deceived you and prevailed against you. See, they plotting on you right now because it's scripture. Okay. They that eat your bread or have prevailed against you. They that eat your bread have laid a wound under you. There is no understanding him, because he ain't consider his later end. He don't understand that he's being a tyrant right now to his own allies, and his allies is tired of him. They've been tired of him, but now he's doing too damn much. All right. So to end it on this, so it said, and the 10 horns which you saw is upon the beast, they shall hate the whore, and she'll make her desolate and naked. The reason that they hate her, because look what she's doing. She don't care about them. She care about her. She care about America. She care about the bankers. All right. So it says that I don't care about y'all. Y'all did what y'all needed to do. Now y'all got to pay, because I'm trying to bring forth a I can't say the word, totalitarian system. There we go. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So it says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's the missiles. For the Most High had put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High should be fulfilled. Now the word is being fulfilled. So you gave your strength and loyalty unto the beast. Now the Lord is going to turn your heart to go against it. So it says, and the woman which you saw is the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth, and that's America. So, hey man, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because he's making the prophecies plain. You got everybody, as the scripture says, Joel 2:30, or is it 2:28? It said that he should pour his spirit upon all flesh. So everybody got their eyes on Esau, exposing him and showing him for the devil that he is. So all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and Shalom.